Okay, this is section 9.6, solving quadratics by using the quadratic formula. Later on, I'll show you how to program this into your calculator, but we're going to use it by hand for now. So the first way we learned is graphing. You can always graph. The second method we learned is factoring, only when you can factor. Then we learned to take the square root when there's no b. Then we learned to complete the square, which you can always do. Complete the square. And now we're going to learn the quadratic formula, which you can always do too, which I think will end up being your favorite. All right, here it is. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. You're gonna have to memorize that. All right, so here is your quadratic formula. Please make sure it's in standard form first. If it's not, you have to move it to standard form. So here's what I like to do. I like to make a list of my A, B, and C so I don't have to mess around with that. So my A is 1, my B is 10, and my C is 25. So now we're going to plug that into the formula. So I have negative 10, that's negative B, plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is 10 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 25, all over 2 times 1, which is a. So when you simplify that, you get negative 10 plus or minus the square root of 100 minus 100 all over 2. 100 minus 100 is 0, so we have negative 10 plus or minus the square root of 0 over 2. We know the square root of 0 is 0, so then you have negative 5 over 2, and your answer is negative 5. This is a parabola that is going to be right on the x-axis, so you're only going to have one answer here. All right, the next one is 3x squared plus 12x equals negative 5. You're going to have to move this negative 5 over to the other side, so this is in standard form. So I have 3x squared plus 12x plus 5 equals 0. Our A is 3, our B is 12, and this is our B, and our C is 5. So we're going to plug that into our formula. So we have negative 12 plus or minus the square root of 12 squared minus 4 times A, which is 3, times C, which is 5, all over 2 times A, which is 3. If you simplify this, you get negative 12 plus or minus the square root of 144 minus 60 over 6. Let's keep getting smaller. We have negative 12 plus or minus the square root of 84 over 6. So when we simplify the square root of 84, we have negative 12 plus or minus 2 root 21 over 6. So since all three of these have a common factor, we can simplify these to be negative 6, 2 goes into all of them, plus or minus the square root of 21 over 3. There's our final answer. All right, the next one, 8x squared minus 28x plus 2 equals 0. That's in standard form already. So let's find our A, B, and C. A is 8. B is negative 28. C is 2. So we're going to plug this in. We have negative b squared, which is, you're plugging in a negative for a negative. So you have 28 squared plus or minus negative 28 squared minus 4 times 8 times 2 all over 2a, which is 2 times 8.